Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So this video it's kind of special. I've been waiting and saving up vintage pickups for my collections so I could do a pretty nice big show and tell. So, and adding to some pretty cool stuff, including Eternia. So I really look forward to that. So I need to go ahead and make this video so I can get that stuff in the collection so I don't have to hide it anymore. So anyways, let's take a look at some vintage Nintendo pickups and Masters of the Universe and a little bit of another toy line. So let's take a look. So welcome in. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great toy videos, 80s, 90s nostalgic videos, and things of that nature. Yeah, first, let me show you. I bought a couple of vintage Nintendo lots. I'll usually go on shopgoogle.com and try to win a Nintendo lot that has a console and everything, to where I can take the console, clean it up, refurbish it is what I do. That's debatable what constitutes a complete refurbishment, but I go in, clean up the console, bend the 72 pin connector to make it make better contact, disable the region lockout chip, and try to make a nice console bundle. Open all the games that I'm including in the bundle and clean them and polish the pins to where I'm sending out a console bundle that should fire up the first time and people can enjoy it. But what I do is I harvest the games I don't have from my collection out of the lots and then sell the rest in the bundle, right? So I got a nice little stack. I bought 2 Nintendo lots, and I already sold one console, and I've got to refurbish another, but these are the games that I harvested from my collection out of those lots. Alright, first we got a nice clean copy of Hook, so I'll be adding that to the collection. Nice clean copy, nice label. Don't know if it's a good one or not. Here's one I remember as a kid. My cousin had this one. That's where I played it as a kid, Jurassic Park. So got that one to add to the collection, a nice clean copy. This one's worth a little bit of money. It was a later release Nintendo game, so Jurassic Park. Here's one I've been dying to play. I'm so glad that I finally got it. We got Sesame Street Big Birds Hide and Seek. Obviously this is just a a collection filler title. I would sell something like this, but it's like, it really doesn't even sell for very much anyways, so I'll just add it to the collection so you can have one copy of every title that was ever on the NES. Got a copy of Karate Kid. This is the kind of game, I could never really get into it, but got a copy to add to the collection. Got a nice copy of Galaga. This is one I always look forward to coming across. This is one of the few games my dad would enjoy playing with me as a kid. So he would play Galaga and he would play POW, Prisoner of War. Those are the 2 games I remember as a kid. So, and I always loved Galaga in the arcade, and I mean, you can't tell much of a difference from the arcade and this on the NES. So, great game to get in your collection. Tetris, this copy's clean enough. I didn't have just like a decent enough label copy for my collection, so there's a Tetris. Then we got Total Recall. Adding that to the collection. Schwarzenegger games, I didn't play a whole lot as a kid, except for this one right here, the next one I'm about to show you, Predator. I remember renting Predator as a kid. It was kind of weird. It's one of those games where you can't really figure out what you're doing. You can't figure out if you're progressing in the game or not. It's kind of challenging to figure that out. So nice copy of Predator added to the collection. And Nintendo World Cup. Nothing really to talk about there. Add it to the collection. Here's the rental copy, I guess you could say, of Duck Hunt. I mean, I guess the Duck Hunt, this copy came with the very first Nintendo, I think, because it came with Gyromite and I think Duck Hunt, because it had the Zapper and Rob the Robot. So there's the individual copy of Duck Hunt. Here's one, Bigfoot. Don't remember playing Bigfoot as a kid, but got a nice clean copy for the collection. And then here's one I did play as a kid, and nice clean copy, Bubble Bobble. So that's a nice one. That's probably maybe the best title out of the stack to add to the collection. Finally, we got Wayne Gretzky Hockey. I remember this one does have a couple different color label variants. So the gold label variant of Wayne Gretzky Hockey, really nothing much to say about that. So a nice stack of 13 games, clean labels, clean cartridges. So we'll clean those up and add them to my collection. I'm building it up again. I think I'm over 100 cartridges again. that's one challenge when you have a hobby of selling on eBay. It can be challenging to not try to sell your stuff every once in a while. So I've done, if I would have kept everything I had for my vintage video games, I would have had an insane collection, but I end up selling it a lot of times. All right, now let's get into toys. I've got pretty much everything I'm going to show you is Masters of the Universe, except for this one item I'm going to show you right here. I got on eBay, and I'm always on the lookout for Power Lords, my Vulcan Rock playset. I'll show it here in a minute. It's that black playset in the background behind the Fright Zone. Very rare playset, and finding parts for it that's a real challenge. Okay, so one of the weapons, so like Castle Grayskull, the Vulcan Rock playset had a weapons rack inside behind the one of the main doors. Not like a weapons rack, like it's just like a little thing that hangs on the wall, little black piece of plastic. And there was 3 weapons that are supposed to come with the set. So I got one of the weapons, this little gun or whatever it is. Almost maybe it's like a taser or something, I'm not sure. So normally people try to sell these weapons for about 50 bucks a piece. There was a seller that had this up for 25, so I said let me grab it while there's a cheap one. So 1 out of 3 weapons acquired for the Power Lords Vulcan Rock playset. Alright, then searching eBay again, I found one seller that had 2 items for sale. They just had like a little mini lot of Masters of the Universe vintage accessories. 2 of them that I needed to complete some figures and vehicles. So there's 3 items in the lot. There was a Manny Faces blaster, which I don't care about. That just goes in my spare parts to piece together for when I get a Manny Faces to sell, because obviously I already have those. But there was 2 great items in there, and the price was really good for what I got it for what they are. First off, we've got Multibots, the half of Multibots gun that I needed. So there it is. So now I have sort of a complete Multibot. I know I don't have, I think there's like 3 little Y connector pieces that come with it, like so you can make other configurations of Multibot. So I don't think I have those, but to make the main figure and have his complete weapon, I have that now. So there's the Multibot gun, or half of the gun that I needed. So we'll be completing that. Really awesome. Then here's one included in that same lot. It was pretty neat. 2 items that are not the most common that I needed. We got the other blaster I needed for Spydor. So, and this one's nice. Nice, nothing. The plastic's not, it doesn't even have that whiteness of it being bent out of shape or anything like that. So we'll be upgrading Spydor to have complete blasters on the front. So pretty cool. Okay, so I got a couple figures, or sort of like figures. One's a figure and one's, I guess it's arguable whether people consider it a figure, but there was a seller on eBay that actually sent me an offer for some items that I was selling. It was a bunch of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles accessories. I had them for sale for like 25 bucks, and he sent me an offer, and then I got and looking in that seller's store, and I saw that they have Masters of the Universe items for sale, and one of them was an item that I needed. So I ended up making a deal with them, and I got me my 3rd Meteorb, and this one's really nice. This is the crocodile named Crocobite, I think. There we go, got him transformed, and he's awesome. So the crocodile Crocobite, he has a little jaw articulation and everything, and this one's in really nice shape. And he's got the Mattel stamp on the inside and everything, so he's legit. So I got my 3rd Meteorb. Pretty neat. And yeah, I ended up for the Turtles stuff that they bought, they paid $15 was what they paid, and then they had this originally listed for 35 bucks plus shipping, and they lowered the price down to $18, so I got it for 18 plus shipping, so maybe $22 I got this for, which I think this would normally sell for about 40 on eBay, so I'm happy about that. Pretty cool. Alright, then I acquired an awesome figure on an auction for my collection. We got a variant here. I got the Mexico Leech that has the black belt buckle and the 2-tone paint. It's got the green, the lighter green belly, and actually arms too are a different shade to much more, this, you know, everything's not all the same dark green color. And then on the back, the button's a different color too. So pretty uncommon variant of Leech. He's looking really good, and I've been saving a darker maroon crossbow for him because my regular Leech has the more red, bright red crossbow. So gonna put this over there by my Snake Mountain with my other variants like the Dark Grizzlor and all that stuff. So there we go. All right, so now finally we're getting into Eternia parts. Different eBay auctions, I went in and got deals wherever I could. It's kind of hard to get a phenomenal deal because pretty much everybody knows what they're selling when it comes to Eternia, and there's not a lot of it out there. The chances of it coming up on like Goodwill or something like that doesn't happen very often at all. So on eBay, I found one seller that had these, and they reduced the price on them, and I went ahead and grabbed them. I think I basically paid about $15 a piece for these. So these are for the Viper Tower to hold the monorail and the chains and stuff. I actually needed 2 of them, so it worked out. So I got these for about $15 a piece plus some shipping cost. So I think that completes out this style of railing that I needed for the Viper Tower. So got those, pretty cool. Okay, and then there was a couple auctions that somebody was just auctioning off bunches of parts from Eternia, and there was some big major heavy hitter pieces that came up, and one of them I was like, I gotta try to get this one. An item that I think normally people would try to sell for maybe $250 to $300 individually if you're just to buy it now. So on the auction I got it for about $200 when it comes to tax and everything. A pretty major significant piece. I got the main elevator shaft system. So I won that on an auction, and it's looking pretty good. It's got the working elevator system. See, it works good. We got some pretty nice decals on there, so looks good. So we'll see how we install that, and then there's where the now that I have this, I can put in the last main central tower railing piece. And then the same seller had another auction, and he ended up giving me free shipping. I was trying to contact him, see if he'd make him a deal, but he on a different auction sold the elevator itself that goes with it. And this elevator is really nice with the decals and everything. So under $250 for all this stuff. It's a lot of money, but considering how much people try to sell this for, I think I got an alright deal. So got the elevator system now. So we're going to install these in the Eternia, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, and last but not least, the grand finale comes in small packages. A different seller had an auction, and nobody fought me for this auction. I got it. So I think maybe somebody bid like one other time, and I got it for like $10 over the opening bid or something like that. But people try to sell these for a lot of money, especially when they're unbroken. I acquired the main, the 2 gargoyles that go on the front of Eternia. Unbroken, very, very nice condition. Usually people try to sell these for $100 a piece, especially unbroken. I got these basically for $100 for both of them for the opening bid. So again, it's a lot of money, but considering what it is, that's about as best of a deal as I can find, unless I want to be really, really patient. So I went ahead and jumped on it since it came up, and so now I got the nice gargoyles to display on the front of Eternia at least, so we'll get those installed as well. Alright, for the power loads, here's the Vulcan Rock playset back there. I'm not going to bother to get it out just to put that one weapon on the weapons rack. But here we go. We got the spy door upgraded with the blasters. So there we go. Both blasters looking good. And add in the Crocobite Meteorb into the vintage collection there. Here's the only other 2 Meteorbs I got. There we go. Astro Lion. Chris McClure gave me those. So now I got 3 Meteorbs, pretty cool. And then there we go, multi-bot complete. Got each one holding half of the blaster, so pretty cool. Glad to find that one. And over here in my variant section, sort of variant section, there we go. We got the black belt leech, Mexico leech, more colorful, more different paint applications and stuff. Pretty cool. Got him next to the Malaysia hardhead faker, probably one of my favorite variants. So looking good. So now I gotta turn this Eternia around, which means moving some figures here, so I can install all this Eternia goodness. Mainly the elevator, I guess, is why I have to turn it around. So let's do that. Alright, I decided let me just get that Eternia out of there, and then we'll see what it takes to install this elevator shaft. Then I'll go in and install the Viper Tower stuff after that. I think it just goes in like this. Yeah, that makes sense. So it's just secured. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can pop this in and then get back to you. Alright, I was able to get it in there and attach the other monorail piece. So that just seats down in the bottom there. Then the ledges kind of sit on along here, and then this actually snaps in, has a snap right there. So now the whole system is much more stable, and we got the elevator system. Alright, well, got it out. There we go. I installed the other two pieces, so I got the complete rails for Viper Tower, so that's pretty cool. Alright, got everything back for the most part. There's those gargoyle pieces. Looks pretty cool. Alright guys, and that's it. It's a lot of stuff adding to the vintage, especially Masters of the Universe. I feel like I made a significant improvement on my Masters of the Universe vintage collection with all that stuff. So I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.